we go. Yes, I think we're live now.
I don't think so.
Well, here we are. I think we're live. Hey, everybody. I'm Mandi Hutchinson.
I'm Ashley Gariepy.
And today we have a little treat. We're going to be playing Tellstones, King's Gambit. So we're going to do a playthrough of it and then give you our thoughts afterward. So if you have any questions, we can definitely discuss that. So just so you know, this is probably going to be a shorter stream because the game itself is not that long. Because you probably all saw Riot games and went, ooh, this is going to be like crazy long. No, it's nothing like Mechs and Minions. It's actually quite the opposite end of the spectrum in gameplay time and mechanics and things like that.
Like as far on the other end as you can go.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Okay, so I think best thing for us to do is jump right in. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Hopefully I don't press the wrong button here.
Also, we'll say hello to our chat regulars. Thanks
yes!
For joining us,
hello!
Mikhail.
And Michaela, hopefully this is a good time for you. We're trying to do a few early ones so you can catch them. We may have to switch the time because, you know, work and all that stuff. But glad you could join us.
Yeah, life is getting in the way a
little
bit.
Crazy. Yes. Okay, Ashley. So Ashley is going to lead this. I have a bad memory, and this game is not helping that. So.
The hard thing is too, like you can't get really distracted in this.
No.
And if you do, everything just goes poof, it's gone. So we'll see how this works. So basically, I guess it's like a bluffing memory game.
Yeah, bluffing memory is good.
At the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And so what's going to happen is Mandi and I are primarily going to be telling each other things to do.
Right.
But since Mandi has the game, she's going to be doing most of the like placing and whatnot. So we've got a few actions that we can tell our opponent to do on our turn. So we can actually, Mandi, one of those randomly starts in the middle of the line.
Right. So
Mikhail, why don't you choose?
Yes. Which one randomly starts? If
we'll wait till Mikhail chooses.
Yeah, there's a slight delay, so we want to make sure that you're seeing that.
And so your options are to tell your opponent to place one of those stones in the line. Mm-hmm. And it can either be placed to the left or the right of the stone that's already there.
Right.
You can hide one of the stones already in the line. So basically just like flip it face down. You may swap two stones in the line, keeping their face up, face down positions the same. Mm-hmm. Hi, Steph. Steph says dragon. She was too late. I think that's our voice, Steph.
So yes, we did put the flag. Sorry, Steph.
Yeah.
Next start, because we'll probably play a couple of these.
Yeah, that's true. We'll do the dragon. Quote unquote dragon.
The dragon.
Next time. Yeah, so you can place, you can hide, you can swap. And then you may also challenge. Oh, so you can peek. So you can look at some of the face down ones. You can look at 1 or 3, depending on some rules. I don't think we've ever even used that action when we played.
Oh, you'll see. This is going to be a very quick game, everyone.
You can also challenge. So with the face down stones, you can say to your opponent, I challenge you to tell me what is on this face down stone. If you get it right, if the person challenged gets it right, they get a point. If the person who challenged never mind. If you answer correctly, you get a point. If you don't, the other person gets a point. And one of the ways to win this game is to score 3 points. But the easiest way, quote unquote easiest way to win this game is to basically say, I know all of the face down stones,
right,
and then tell what they are.
Right, which I think Ashley has done, but I am not even going to attempt that, so my memory is
I've done it
far too poor.
I've done it every time we've played.
Okay, thanks for that. Okay.
And then there's a little bit of bluffing that can go on when that happens, but we'll just wait and we'll show you how that works when we get there. When I challenge Mandi. Mandi, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Oh dear. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I've got my trusty or handy dandy player aid, and I've put it up here. It might be a little hard to see, but I did put it up here for you to take a peek at. So, and the first thing it says, tell which stone to place, tell which stone to hide, tell which stones to swap, peek at 1 stone, 3 if your opponent just scored a point, challenge for 1 point, or boast to win the game. So those are the things that Ashley just spoke about. So, with that being said, so you have to tell me where to place it, right?
Am I going first or are you going first?
Okay, well, how about, if this is so weird when you say who's going first, so you tell me where to place it, which means I'm going first.
Well, yes, but I'm taking the first action.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Mandy,
Yes.
I would like you to place the sword.
All right.
I'll let you choose where you place it.
Sure. Let's
I
do
think
that.
in the rulebook you're also supposed to dictate, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some freedom.
Okay, so obviously I have the game, so I can be controlling it, but I'd also like to place a token. I'm going to place the, I don't know, is that the Scales of Justice?
Yes, it's there. So officially, if we were playing this in person, it would be me who was placing that. But again,
Right.
because Mandy has the copy. All right. Oh,
No,
you want
actually,
me to
no.
tell you where to place it? I see.
Yeah, so.
Place it on the right side of the flag, please.
Okay, here we go.
Turn the sword. Hide the sword.
Hide the sword. Okay, so we're going to flip that. All right. And I would like to place the... That is a horse. Yee! The horse. So you have to tell me
Okay.
where to...
Oh, right. No, I'm struggling with this today. Put it on the left side, please.
So here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swap the face down and the scales.
Okay. Let's do that.
Oh, the one of them still stays face up though.
Oh, sorry.
The one on the left. Yeah.
This one here, yeah. Thank you. Sorry, it was like force of habit, so that should not have gone down. It was like, oh, flip it. You know what? Just for sake of argument, I will hide this one.
Okay.
I mean, I already started it. Why not?
Place the shield. Place the shield.
Did you hear, Steph? It's better if we call it a dragon. I also thought it was
It
a
is cooler
dragon.
if we
And
call
then I'm
it
like,
a
oh, it is a
dragon,
horse. Let's place it here. Why not? Okay. And then I'm going to hide the flag.
Okay.
That sounds wrong for some weird reason, but all right.
Place the hammer.
Place the hammer. Let's put it there. Okay. I'm going to swap this and this. So for those who are curious, the actual pieces are quite nice. So anybody who's played, I'm trying to think, I don't even think, has like a domino type texture, but heavier, like thicker. That's what it reminds me of. What is that? Is it like a resin? I'm not even sure what that is. What do they make dominoes out of?
I think it might be resin.
Like a resin,
I
potentially?
have no idea.
Yeah, so these feel really nice. I mean, the mat's kind of like a thin, kind of fake faux suede, if you will, but I have to say, these pieces are quite nice.
This, by the way, is Mandy trying to distract me, everybody.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling the people what they need to know.
Place the crown, please.
Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm going to swap this and this. Yeah, just so you know, I now have no idea. Even though I'm doing the things, no clue what's under there.
So I'm gonna boast.
Oh, here we go.
And so boasting is me saying, I know what all the face down symbols are, and if I get them correctly, I can win the game.
Yep.
But as a boaster, Mandy, you now have some. Oh, sorry, as the person who I'm boasting to, you now have some options.
Yes.
You can either say, prove it,
Right.
and make me boast, and prove it. And if I get them right, I win, and if I get them wrong, you win.
Right.
Or you can say, I believe you, and then I don't have to prove it, and I just get a point.
Right. So.
Or you can say, I too know what everything is. I actually, and then you basically like steal the boast from me.
So we know option 3 is not going to happen. So, and what kind of entertaining stream would this be if I didn't say, prove it?
Okay. So let me just give me a second to think about.
Nope, take your time.
The other symbols.
Take it all in. In the chat, if we
Okay.
have... Oh,
I'm
okay.
ready.
You're ready.
So I'll say them first before you reveal them.
Okay.
That one, I believe, is the sword.
Okay.
And then we have the flag, and then we have the scales of justice.
So, sword, flag,
Flag, scales. Of justice.
All right.
Yeah.
Sword. flag. Well, that only leaves the scale of justice.
Oh.
Dun, da, da. So there you go.
Yeah. I don't even get a point. I just, poof, I have won the
Oh,
game.
that's right, you've won. So technically it'd be like this. We're done.
Yeah, basically.
So that's the game. So maybe we'll do it one more time, because that was really quick, and I've already been very clear. My memory is horrible, so this is not a game for me memory-wise. And also because I'm trying to monitor this and this, I'm just not, you know.
I have a significantly unfair, like a significant advantage in this game because of my memory.
Yes, so for those who don't know, Ashley has a very good memory. Is it photographic?
I have a photographic memory. Yeah. So it's just like...
And my memory is non-existent. So for Ashley, this is just like, let's tease her a little bit before we win the game. So
yeah,
here we
try
are.
to distract her.
So anybody in the chat, why don't we see if the chat wants to play?
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
That'd be fun. So I don't know if you're all still listening or there. How about you play? So we'll put these off. So we'll start over.
We'll start with the dragon in the middle there.
Yes, because I know Steph wanted that. So let me just put that there. Put that there. All right. So drives me crazy that these aren't straight. I'm working on it. So while I'm straightening them out, let's see if people in the chat want to play. I think we have Stephanie in there. So for those who don't know, Stephanie is one of our friends, and she also writes articles on the To Die For Games website. So get to meet her kind of on chat there. You don't see her, but she contributes quite a bit. All right, so I've put the stones.
Steph has said, yeah, no. So I can't tell if that's to, like
to play?
She wants to play,
Or
she's just like, yeah, nobody has a chance against Ashley.
So let's specify, because maybe Mikhail wants to play. Usually Amanda Panda's here, but I know we kind of scheduled this a little last minute. But yeah, so let's give it a minute in the chat to see if they would like to play along, and then, you know, basically we could have Stephanie kind of telling you where to do things, or, you know, acting as you, and I could have Mikhail acting as me, or something like that. So
yeah, maybe I don't even play. And I just read the chat instructions. That would actually level the playing field, I think, for you, Mandy, a little bit.
Oh, Stephanie says both. Both? I still don't know.
I don't understand.
Okay, how about Stephanie, you play? I know it's a bit of a delay because we're on YouTube, and that's how that goes. But let's see if you want to play for Ashley, because, I mean, let's be clear, Stephanie will still beat me anyway. I leave this to Stephanie. I used to have a good memory, but that was ages ago. See, I am not the only one.
And Steph and I were talking about how we haven't had a chance, all three of us haven't had a chance to play games. So this is like we're playing games together,
Exactly.
Isn't that nice?
Okay.
Mandy, why don't you take the first action?
Sure. I will do that.
It gives the chat time to catch up.
All right, so how about I take the shield, and you're going to tell me where to place that. Stephanie, what? Fine. Okay, so Stephanie, you have to tell me where I should place this. To the right or to the left of the dragon? And I'll give this a minute to catch up. It does take a bit of time. I'm watching it here, so it's a bit slow. That's
right of dragon.
Right of dragon? Okay,
yes.
Cool.
Yes, I will be the deliverer of the
Excellent. Okay, so now, Steph, you need to tell us what directions. Are you going to hide one? Do you want to place one, and then I will determine where it goes?
You can swap.
Yeah, you can swap places, but yeah. So the leg is killing me. I should have invited her into the Discord, and then she'd be able to see exactly next time. That's a thought, you know. We could just have people in the Discord, and then they could work it out that way. So place the sword. So that's okay. We'll kind of chat in between instructions. All right, I'm going to place the sword here. So that's to the right of the shield. All right, and I will hide the sword. Sorry, that took a minute. So I'm going to flip that over. So we'll swing it over to chat. So while you're doing that, definitely this was not what I was expecting. I know that you should never have, you know, preconceived notions about a game, or, you know what I mean? Because it just had mechs and minions, which was such a big game.
It too was also not what I was expecting.
Oh, what's Mikhail saying? I can provide the distraction. King's Gambit is a chess opening that was very popular in the 19th century. Ah,
Perfect.
okay.
I
Swap.
love this. I love this like interaction that we've got going on.
Yes, swap.
Mikhail providing fun facts, providing the instruction,
So swap
and me
hidden.
just sitting.
Exactly. We're just hanging out. We're making you do all the work for us. So I swapped the
Swap
hidden
hidden
and the
shield.
shield. So I did that. I would like to place. I know it's not Thor's hammer, but I feel like it should be. So, where shall I place this, Stephanie? And while you're talking about that, it's funny, when we saw this, it made me think of The Witcher, the game in The Witcher. Is it Ghent? Gwent? Ghent? Oh, I always say it wrong.
I don't know. I never
But
played
if
that.
someone knows in the chat, it reminds me of something along, like, not the same game, but that kind of, old-timey kind of game, and they, simple, well, although I'm very terrible at the other one. That one has a little bit more going on, strategy-wise, but it kind of reminds me of that kind of thing. Okay, so to the right.
To the right.
All right, thank you. Thanks for playing along, Steph. We appreciate it.
Good sport.
Yeah, so now we need to see what would you like to do next, Stephanie. But I do like that we have such, interesting people in the chat to tell us things that I didn't know.
Place the crown.
All right, so the crown we're going to place to the left of, we're going to say the dragon. Yes, we know it's a horse. Okay, I would like to hide the crown. Okay, Steph, over to you. But anyway, I don't know. Has anyone played The Witcher? I feel like I've kind of left that alone for right now because now I'm on the Outer Worlds, Perils of Gorgon. I have so many games on the go. It's crazy. Board games and video games. Too many.
Dare I ask how Animal Crossing is going?
You mean I probably have cockroaches because I haven't played it in so long? Yeah, that's where that is. I need to probably dust off some comments. Nintendo literally was like, "Oh, come back to your island." I'm like, "I will. I've just been busy." So
I missed you. Here's a discount code.
I hid the hammer. Here. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should guess before this gets a little too crazy.
You can also challenge Steph to guess the
Yes.
one of the face
Yes,
down
I like it. Okay,
points.
so for my turn, Steph, I would like you to tell me what those face down stones are.
She just has to do one though.
Oh, just one. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine. All right, just give. So does she have to, like, if I point to this one, or
You
does
have
it?
to tell. You have to choose which one.
Okay, so here we go. So yes, I am going to get you to guess one, and I'm going to get you to guess this one. So the one on the right.
Oh, come on, Mandy.
Well, I know she's going to know what things are, so I mean, come on.
Also, I suppose when we're playing this digitally, like, you have the chat log. You can see all the moves.
That's true. I love it. She's laughing. Ha ha. So yeah. So now you need to get it right. Otherwise, it's even more funny.
She says hammer. And she is.
Yay! And you are correct. So in that instance, I believe that this Steph gets a point.
Steph gets a point, yeah.
Yeah. But do we continue this game or this starts a new one?
You continue, yeah.
All right, here
The
we go.
game will either end when somebody boasts or somebody gets 3 points.
All right. I mean, I could boast, but this is embarrassing that I will probably get this wrong. Just
So here's an interesting thing, because so now somebody has scored a point, because
Yes.
maybe in most of our games I just kept boasting. But you can peek, and because your opponent scored a point, you actually have the option, instead of peeking at 1, to peek at up to 3 of the face down.
So I can take that as a turn.
That is your turn, yeah. That's
Excellent
your
news. Okay, so I instead will peek for my turn.
Okay.
Let me just remove those off the screen. Don't worry, they're going back where they are. Yeah. Okay. So now it's over to Steph. Wow, this is bad. I'm one of those people that places cards face down and then checks it and then puts it face down. I'm like, oh, wait, what was my card again?
Yeah.
I can't be the only one that does that.
No, I do that all the time, especially when it's like a secret objective.
Right.
It's like, do this to then score this point, but you have to do this first. And I'm like, oh, did I do all this?
Right? Because you could ruin the game, right?
The end of the game being like, oh, I forgot to do the thing.
Yeah, that's totally something I would do. Okay, so we're going to place the scale, and I'm going to put it here for Steph. But now, alas, I am going to boast. Ha 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 ha. So I think Steph...
Can you boast when you don't have all the stones out?
Oh, that's right. Maybe I do. I lied. I got ahead of myself. I didn't even see that we had that extra stone. My bad.
I can't remember if we ever encountered that rule.
Okay, but you know what? We're going to throw it in there just to shake things up a little
we'll
bit.
Just make it a little bit.
Yeah, so I think we're going to place this one. So, Steph, you're going to tell me where to place it. I got a little too excited there, so... Where to place the flag of surrender.
Really what I'm doing is just delaying it so that you might forget what you saw.
Oh, I've already forgotten, let's be clear. But I'm still going to see maybe I can do it. Oh, goodness. All right. To the left. Okay. So we'll do that. All right. Now, do I just prolong it? Do I boast? I think I should just boast at this point.
So if you boast, Steph, you have the option to say, prove it. And then if Mandi does, she wins the game. If she doesn't, you win the game. Or you can say, I believe you, and she just gets 1 point, and the game continues.
Yeah, so take your pick. Now, keeping in mind my memory is poor. So, like I said, I think I remember the symbols. Do I remember what order they are? I actually think I have to think about that. So this should be really interesting.
I would have to look up. I don't remember if the game continues or if you reset and you put all the pieces back.
After
a boast.
Oh, let's take a look
After
here.
a boast where the player says,
They win the game immediately, regardless of how many points have been scored. However, if they fail to correctly name... No, that's what you just said. Then they lose the game immediately.
Option, I think,
yeah.
Where it's like...
I believe you. Okay, so
so Mandi, you'll score a point.
Okay.
Don't show off yet.
Okay.
Do you have the rule book in front of you?
I do. So we want to... No, I have it here. So we want to...
under the boast actions, it'll show...
here we go.
That I believe you.
I believe you. You score a point. That's all it says.
And the game continues?
It just says, if you believe you can name all the face-down stones on the line you tell your opponent, you know all the symbols. Your opponent has 3 options. I believe you, and then it just says you score a point. They say, I don't believe you, prove it. You name and then flip over every face-down stone, and then they say, I don't care, I know them too. They have stolen your boast, and you now must choose options 1 and 2 instead of them. And then it says, if they've chosen all the face-down, they win the game regardless of how many points scored. If they fail, they lose the game immediately. That's all it says.
Okay, so I think that you just keep playing the game.
Okay.
Hi, Manda Panda. Thanks for joining.
Oh, there you go. So you can let her know
Manda Panda, you have entered. We played this game already once, and I won quite easily. So now Mandi is playing against Steph in the chat.
And there's a bit of a delay, so we apologize, but we are kind of filling the time with some conversation. So
it's Steph's turn.
It is Steph's turn. Steph, what would you like to do? And feel free, Steph, if you want help, let the chat know. But,
do you still remember what those 2 are, Mandi?
Yes, I do.
Good for you.
Watch me say that and then go to do something, and then it's like, no!
Flip the scale.
All right. Okay, now you're killing me. Because now if I swap something, I'm not going to remember what it is. Okay. I have to say, this is much better playing with the chat. I do have to say. I mean, not that you're not great to play.
Instead of playing with me?
No, you
explain to Amanda Panda why it's not fun to play with me, just so she doesn't think that I'm the worst.
No, it's not that at all. It's just because, well, first of all, your memory is ridiculous. You have a photographic memory. How am I supposed to compete with that? Not to say that it's not fun. It's just a very quick game, if you will. So, all right. So, with that being said, I'm going to flip down the flag. Regrets, I may have some problems there, because now, you know what? Oh, gosh. I might have to boast next turn. I'm going to, forget things. The staff tactful. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness. Okay. Salty. See? Exactly. I'm living up to my name. I'm the salt part of Salt and Sass. There you go. What can I say? So I'm hoping Steph boasts so I don't have to and embarrass myself. But we'll see.
Can I boast? I'm ready.
Oh, you stop it. Swap first and last. Oh my gosh, why? Okay, I'm gonna... Okay.
Yeah, it's true, Amanda Panda. Even with all the swapping and the, distracting that Mandi tries to do, it just doesn't work.
I did not too badly that one time when we played. There was one little Swapperoo there, that got you. But that was
Oh
it.
yeah, that's true. But we had like you initiated like a 5-minute conversation in between the two actions.
Listen, I gotta do something. Oh, you know what? I think I've forgotten things already. Oh, okay. I'm gonna boast, but I actually think I've forgotten what the symbols are.
And just to be clear, like you can boast and bluff, right? Like you don't actually need to know.
Right, but I'm gonna boast.
You just need to pretend like you do. Steph's for sure gonna call you out. I feel like Steph's gonna tell you to prove it.
Oh, I think I can do this. I hope I can do this. What the heck is not here? I'm like one of the.
Oh, so Steph is stealing your boast.
What?
Ah! So,
unbelievable. Okay.
So the Steph's options are, I believe you,
Yeah.
prove it, or I know them too, I'm stealing your boast. So now, Mandy, you have to either say, I believe you, or prove it.
No, I'm gonna get
go back and steal her boast again.
No, you're gonna prove it, because if I was about ready to do it, and I think I was pretty good. All right, go ahead, Steph.
Okay, so Steph, if you want to just write them like from left to right.
Yes. So from here
on your screen, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was weird. Hopefully.
I know that. I saw that too. I'm not sure what that
Actually, it's doing it on the stream too for some weird reason. How odd. Okay, sorry about that. There's something weird going on the. Hopefully you can.
So Amanda Panda, you missed this. Steph has stolen the boast, and if she gets them all correct, all the face down ones correct, she wins the game. If she does not, Mandy wins the game.
Mm-hmm. So there's a slight delay actually on the stream. It's making it a bit strange. Okay.
See scale, crown, sword, and flag, and I believe that she is right.
All right. Well, just you calm down there. So.
Just saying, I'm with you, Steph.
Scale.
Mm-hmm.
Crown.
Mm-hmm.
Sword. All right, and flag. To be fair, I did forget about one. I just don't remember which one it was that I forgot.
Congratulations, Steph. You have beat Mandy.
Yeah, don't feel
Poor
too good.
Mandy.
Don't feel too good. I went in being like this. I'm terrible, but that was really good stuff. You got them, and there was a lot going on there. So that just shoots up because Stephanie wins. Yes, the crowd goes wild. Yeah. So well done. All right, let's pop over to our main scene and have a little discussion about it. I see some things happening in the chat here. This is very funny.
Let us know if you have any questions about the game. And Mandy and I will give you our thoughts anyway. Yeah. Even if you don't have questions, we're going to tell you what we think about it. But also we will answer your question.
All right, so we're back to the main scene here so we can have a little discussion about the game. Let me start off by saying, oh boy, how do I say this? And, everybody who knows me knows, I try to be respectful. This for me is, I don't understand why this game needed to be made. I'm sorry, I said it. I guess unless you like a quick memory game, but even then I feel like people would still want something of substance. Like, I don't like Hanabi, but I can understand the appeal for a lot of people, right? Because of that hidden information, and you have to think about placement, things like that. This one here, I feel like, we drag it out a little bit on purpose to kind of give a little bit more of the game. Otherwise, we're done. And to me, that I don't feel satisfied. So I'm not sure what the intent was with the game. Was it supposed to be geared towards people who know that world or history or whatever the case may be? But then, how good of a game is that? Because what's your audience, I guess, Because now you're excluding people from maybe understanding it. So it is, for me, I didn't like this game at all. And not because I have a bad memory. Again, if you like memory games, I don't even know if you would find this enough to satiate, your appetite for...
I like memory games.
Right.
And maybe it's just that we don't care for the bluffing aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, I'm trying to be generous because I too did not really enjoy the game, and I'm not sure why. It just doesn't really hit anything. Mm-hmm. There are many bluffing games that I like. Like, I like Liar's Dice. I like even games like Sheriff of Nottingham, which I don't play very often, but they're fun, right? Mm-hmm. But this I don't quite understand. And again, full disclosure, Amanda, I don't think you or I have any sort of ties or connections to the League of Legends game. No. Which this is where it comes from, right? Because of Riot Games.
Exactly.
So that might have an influence on how we feel about it. But at the same time, then, as you said, they're just completely excluding a whole chunk of the market.
Right.
by making it geared towards just fans of the MOBA game. Or
And
MOBA, I don't know if
and
MOBA
looking at
game
the
is the right word,
chat,
but
Amanda Panda saying that they agree and understand the point of view, and Mikhail's like it's not a game that I would buy or play even, to be honest. And that's a big key, right? Not even the buy part, but you wouldn't even play it. And I feel like that's me. Like we've played it, great. I'm done. Like I really don't. I know this is a horrible thing to say, but I don't need to see this anymore.
it's also quite expensive, to be honest with you. Like there's 7 stones and 2 gems and a player mat, and it's $30.
That's a lot. I mean, I get it, like these, and I mean, it's hard to see where you are, but like these have, and I don't know if you can hear it. It has like that.
Yeah, I'm sure they're really nice
Right, but am
components.
I going to
But
pay $30 for this?
like Splendor has similar components, I think. War Chest has similar components, and they're around the same price, and you get more game from it. Like
Right.
that's another thing for me, right? Like who are you gearing this? Anyway, I don't understand who this game is for.
Yeah,
To
I
be
think,
honest with
yeah,
you.
and I think maybe, yeah, see, someone's saying that's really expensive. I do find that a little expensive myself, even though the quality
Yeah.
of the actual, like, stones are really nice.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but I just fail to see who this is for. And then even if I do think, okay, maybe it's for those people who really like that bluffing, maybe those people who like that memory games, who are you playing this with? And, like, you would have to play many games of this for it to be, to feel like you actually, hey, I put some time into this, to get something out of it. And even then, I don't know. Like, I think here, having fun with it, we're joking around, we're laughing, playing it online. But
Right.
to be honest, at the end of the day, if we just played this straight, this stream would have been 10 minutes at most.
Yeah, and most people, Anthony and Amanda Panda, were both saying that you could play this with a deck of cards.
Right.
Like absolutely, you could play with anything that has a unique face that could be turned face down.
Yeah. And you know what? I think I would even like that probably better because then it reminds. What's that game? Is it just memory? You know, the game where you just flip cards and does it
Yeah,
match?
and you just have to find matching pairs.
So to me, that's kind of where it falls into that category, but with really expensive pieces. And I don't know if that's a big enough draw for people. So my overall opinion is I personally don't like this game. I don't fully understand who it's for. And even then, the people that I can think of who it's for, would they spend $30 for that when you can literally take a deck of cards, as people were saying here, and do the exact same thing?
You were talking about the game from The Witcher, and I was talking before we went on the stream about TAC, which is an abstract strategy game that came from a video game. And that is a game that has done well with both the people who like the video game and people in the board gaming world because
Right.
it's appreciated outside of the realm of the game, right?
Right. Exactly.
And like I don't think that Tellstones has that.
Right. Which is unfortunate because Max vs. Minions was, to me, like, really good game, and I could see the branding and the appeal and all of that stuff, but I'm not seeing that
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
that's
seeing that
another
here.
thing. Like this, it's not because Mix versus Minions did so well that
No.
we're being extra critical on this.
No,
It's
not at
just
all.
that like you have expectations regardless, right?
Right.
And yeah, this
It did.
stinker.
Yeah, it didn't really do it for me. And like I said, like Gwent, which I mentioned for Witcher, like it's Gwent. I verified. I always don't want to say Ghent for some reason, but
Yeah.
Gwent is one that like I think anybody here would actually really enjoy to play. But there is a bit of strategy in that one. There is some, playing off of other people's cards, what they play affects other cards. So there is a bit more thought into it. And I'm not great at it, but guess what? I still want to go back and try it. And even if I hadn't played The Witcher, it's still a game that I will play.
Yeah.
So, and somebody asked about the size of these, just so I have a little.
Yes, I think they're pretty small, right?
So
Yeah.
that's a slightly large coaster, but they're small.
Like, are they around Splendor size chips?
Yeah, I would say they're probably maybe slightly bigger than what's the game that we played that we liked from AEG? War Chest. Yeah, they're probably a little bit big, not by much, around the same size, just thicker. Yeah, this might be interesting if we play with Brian Drake. Yes, it becomes a magic show at that point. Make it disappear. So, I don't know. So, I mean, if it's appealing to you, check it out. But I know for myself, I just, with the price point and the amount of gameplay here, I think this is going to be a tough sell.
Also, we should mention that can be played with 2 or 4 players.
Right.
There's no 3, right? It's either playing one-on-one or you're playing as a team.
Right. So, and again, that's something that people may like, that team aspect, a bit more interactivity, and that could pull it together for you, which is where it mirrors games like War Chess. It's just shorter. But again, that may turn people off, that 2 or 4 player count. So there's that. So that's my thoughts. Ashley, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I think by calling it a stinker, I pretty much summed up how I feel about it.
I'm so sorry, and I hate being negative, but it has to be honest, and it had to be said.
Yeah,
so,
that's the thing, right? Like nobody likes trashing
of
a
course.
game, or no, I don't think we're trashing it, but no one likes to have like speak their negative opinions about a game, because we know that this has like been thought out by designers
Absolutely.
and like publishers and all that stuff. But at the same time, as you said, we have to be honest about how we feel
Exactly.
about it.
So there you go. So hopefully that helps you make a decision. Thanks to everybody for joining us. We always love our chat. You all are amazing. Thank you so much. I know it's just a few of you in there, but you know what? This actually makes me very relaxed doing this, because we know the chat. So we appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Absolutely.
So next time, and I have it down here, I won't show it because we're doing a stream for something else, but we have another fun game coming out. So hopefully, crossing fingers. Yes, we'll give you that clue.
Maybe that'll give some hints.
That we will hopefully, crossing our fingers, maybe next week. I'm not putting that in stone. We still got to play it and see how it goes. So thanks.
Tellstone.
Oh, jeez. Wah, 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 wah. All right, everyone. I think that's it for now. And thanks again for joining us. And we will see you next time.
Yep. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.